Hi, my name is Dr. Onika Shirley. I am the founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated. I am known for building unshakable confidence, stopping procrastinating, and to get your dreams out of your head into your life. I am so excited to be a part of this virtual summit. Help for childhood barriers. Again, that was help for childhood barriers. Today, I want to talk a little bit from the topic of you belong, you must believe it. You belong, you must believe it. I have been a therapeutic foster parent for the last 14 and a half years for the state of Arkansas. Being a foster parent and being an adoptive parent, you see a lot of things. We see what our youth have to face, the challenges in which they have to face. And we know that a lot of our youth, they live in the moment. And when a moment in their life is interrupted, when a moment in their lives is negative, they don't know what to do. But as a caregiver, as a foster parent, as a teacher, as an individual that is concerned about the well being of our children, we can assist them and we can show them and help them see the bigger picture. Children are sometimes placed into foster care for various reasons. Sometimes it's the loss of a loved one and no one else will take them. Sometimes it's neglect or abuse or a combination of it all. But for whatever reason that an individual is moved from their familiarity, the things that they're familiar with, and being placed in the home with complete strangers, that is stressful, and especially for a child. There are trust issues, and sometimes, even when they're placed in homes, there's abuse. There's a sense of not feeling like they belong anywhere and that they do not have anybody. Today, I want to share just a few tips on what we could do as teachers or parents or caregivers or foster parents or just those that are concerned that have a way to make an impact into a child's life. Today, I want to just highlight foster children, but I may reference at some point youth altogether, but just to give tips on what it is that we could do to make them feel like they belong, to help them believe that someone really care about them despite their situation in which caused them to be in foster care. So as a foster parent or a caregiver or a person that is just concerned about the well-being of a youth in foster care, is you can help them see the bigger picture. A lot of times, the reason a child is in foster care is no reason of their own. It is not because of something that they did. A lot of foster kids feel like it was something that they could have done differently. It was something that they could have done. And in a lot of cases, that's not the case. And so we can give them that sense of security that they do belong despite what they have encountered and despite what they have faced. And what we can do as caregivers and parents and foster parents, we can begin by being a great example. You know, a lot of times people they only hear so much of what you say, but they watch what you do. So it is very important to be an example for them versus just telling them what they should be doing or need to be doing. Let them see what it is that they need to be doing by the life and the example in which you give. And I think that is so important. You know, growing up, you used to hear the thing, you do as I say and not as I do. But It really needs to be do as I do because I am doing the right thing. I am doing the thing that is going to take you on the correct path. I am doing the thing that will empower you, inspire you, encourage you to be more, and to know that despite what may have happened, despite what you have been through, and despite the reason for the happenings, that you're still somebody, and that you are still born with purpose, and that you still have something to offer. You have something to offer. Another thing that I would like to share is, we can be a coach. A coach cultivates talent. Just because an individual is talented doesn't mean that they don't need a coach. And sometimes we get the misperception that since we're good without skill and we're good without talent, that we don't need a coach. Sometimes as our youth face challenges and barriers, sometimes they don't want to be coached. Sometimes they have lost trust and they feel like, other people have let them down. But as a coach will push them to their full potential, not in a negative way, but they will push them to their full potential based on seeing that there is so much more in them. There is so much more that they can do. There is so much more that they could have. And so I encourage our youth to allow someone to coach you. Open up your heart for trust. And, a lot of times when trust is broken, we become vulnerable and we question everybody. My encouragement and advice for an individual that may have had trust broken is to open yourself up and trust that God will protect you. But do not keep up a shield and not allow anyone in, because the person that you may turn around may be the very person that can turn your whole entire life around. They can help you and guide you and direct you in a way that could change your whole entire life. So you want to be open and not believe that everybody was them. Everybody is responsible for maybe whatever you're going through, but be open to help. Be coachable and be teachable. And I believe that when we are open to teaching, when we are open to guidance, and when we are open to be corrected, maybe in some areas, that we are opening ourselves up for a lifetime of opportunities and benefits. The third thing I want to highlight is, as parents and caregivers and teachers, that we can be positive. We can be positive. There is nothing good that can come out of a negative situation. But when we can see the bright side, when we can help our youth to see that even though they may be facing barriers and there may be challenges and there are things that they're experiencing at school and there are things that they're having to go through, that we can have a positive outlook, that they will not have to be seen as it's their fault, where there can be systems and strategies and ideas and things put in place so that they will be able to maneuver around situations that may have happened. But we want to be positive. And all the time, it's not about just being positive in negative situations, but you have to have a way of working through. Because if we be honest, we're not pleased with everything. We don't agree with everything, but we have a way of working with it and working around it. It's not that we have to accept it, but we don't have to allow it to take the life out of us as we are still living. We do not have to allow it to rob us of our future because we have had something to go on. So we want to be positive. We want to look for solutions, and we want to be able to be coachable and teachable, so where we are able to move forward in life instead of backwards. We have to deal with what needs to be dealt with. Can I say that again? We must deal with what need to be dealt with. We cannot allow our youth, as they're facing barriers, to do it alone. They need our help. They need our guidance. But on the flip side, we need to know where there are issues. Where are you experiencing problems? Are there issues at school? Are there issues in the home? Are you being bullied? Are you being made to do things that you know that is not right? We want to have guidance and resources. We want to have opportunities for our youth to be able to express themselves as themselves so that they're able to flourish and thrive, and they're able to be that person in which they were called and created to be. Because we know that having a sense of belonging, knowing that I am here for a reason, that I am here for a purpose. And if what I am supposed to be doing is not being done, that I am not serving society in a way that can benefit so many other people, so many other people. So I encourage our youth, as they may be maneuvering and facing different barriers, for them to realize that their life matter, their situation matter, that they belong. There are people that really care about you. There are people that are concerned about you, and there are people that are willing to help you. You have to say something. If something happens, say something. Say something where individuals will be able to offer you the help, get you the help, make the recommendation, that is necessary. But don't hide your fears. It's okay to be fearful until you're not. It's okay to have some things in which you question. It's okay. But it's not okay to not ask for help. It's not okay to not ask for help and try to seek solutions, because you do not want to be a forever victim. You do not want to be a person that is forever seeking and looking for answers and trying to figure out, why is this happening? Get the help in which you need so that you could be positive, so that you could be all that you were created to be, because you're here for a reason. Let me remind you that nothing just happened and that you belong. I want you to just point to yourself. Yes, I'm talking to you. I want you to point to yourself and say that I belong. And even if you're not hearing this, the person that is listening at this, that you feel that you belong, and you belong to a point that you believe that you belong, and you're able to share that belief with other people. And when you share with other people, they will begin to feel like they belong and that their life matter, that it is important, that they will be positive. They will go after their dream. They will build up their confidence, not because they have to be good at what they're not good at doing, not because they have to be good at what they're not even familiar with doing, but because they have confidence that there is a possibility on the other side that could change their lives. They have confidence that if they continue to just work on the thing that needs to be worked on, that they will get better. So I want you to point at yourself and say, I belong. I belong. And that I have something to do, and that my life matter. You must believe that you matter. You must believe that you matter, that you have something to offer this universe. You have something to offer this world. You have something to offer to the individuals in which you have been assigned to. You belong. You have to just believe it. Don't believe the lies that may have been told to you, that you would never amount to nothing, that you would never be nothing, that you would never have nothing, and that you could never do nothing. Philippians 4:13 says that I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. You may not be able to do everything, but you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. And whatever path that life has you on, know that you have an opportunity to turn your life around so that you would have the best life, a life that you can only dream of, and a life that you can even just, a life that you can only imagine. But your imagination can become your reality because the imagination is the biggest nation. Helping children overcome childhood barriers is important. It's vital because you have creativity, you have purpose, and you have power, and somebody need what you have. And the way you do that, you follow the example of those that you look up to. You see how they live and what they do, and you follow them. You follow them. You be positive. Believe that you're worth it. Believe that you can. Believe that it is possible. And one day, the thing that you believe for, hope for, ask for, and imagine, it'll be your reality. Don't be stuck in the moment. Don't be stuck in the moment. You have a life ahead of you where you are able to accomplish some amazing things. I just want to encourage you to let you know that you belong. You got to believe it. You belong. And you overcome those barriers and that sense of not belonging by connecting with people that will encourage you, that will encourage you to go higher and to do more, that will be your cheerleader, that will be right there by your side when you fall, helping you to get up. Surround yourself with people that believe in you and your potentials. You surround yourself with people that have a yes, you can attitude. Yes, you can do it. They may not really know how you're going to do it, but they believe that if you started, you're going to finish. They believe that you have what it takes to get it done. So I want you to know that you do belong. You have to believe that. You have to believe that despite what you've been through, despite what they said, despite what you did, you belong. You belong. So I hope that I have said something that will encourage you to keep on keeping on, and that the fight, the battle, it is not over until God says it's over. You have been listening to Dr. Onika Shirley. I am the founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated, where I help individuals to build unshakable confidence, stop procrastinating, and to get their dreams out of their head into their life. Thank you.